He's scraping all the mud off?
No, no, his dad's right there in the black of the jeans.
I think he'll get good.
Yeah. Are we on your video?
Yeah. You want to be?
Yeah, I watch it all the time. What about a 450? There's a 450 in there.
Yeah, maybe I'll steal one of those. I'm going to wait, though. I'm not going to ride when it's muddy in the morning.
Oh, come on. It's going to be muddy here.
I say, as of right now, as far as the track goes,
Did you fix this up this morning, or this was just as is?
Yesterday.
So the rain really didn't affect this part?
No, I can see this is.
Did you haul this in?
No, it's all natural.
Really?
Yeah.
But only in this specific part?
Yeah, like it's weird. Like this part of the track is sand, and then you got some sand in the middle.
I mean, it seems like a perfect mix of a little bit of everything. Alright guys, out here at Compound MX in New York. It is freaking freezing. We got a class of 30 riders today out here, so we have 2 instructors, 30 riders. Should be a busy day. We got everybody out here for morning warm-up. They said they got about 7 inches of rain earlier this week. So when I say earlier this week, I mean yesterday, day before. So these guys had their work cut out for them getting this track ready. Seems like they did an amazing job. It's gonna rut up, it's gonna be rough. As far as training goes, doesn't get much better than that. This place is such an insane track, and man, it's such a shame that the town gives them so much crap and the neighbors complain. He's had lawsuit after lawsuit, so he hasn't really been able to do too much with it. Because otherwise, you could hold a national here. This is some of the best dirt I've ever probably seen. Wow, it already looks pretty good. Hey, look at this place. I want this property. The challenge as an instructor is that there's some very high level riders here. And then there's some very not so high level riders. My curriculum, and the cool thing about these classes is I like to think I do a very good job of making it easy to digest for everybody at any skill level. Because even the fast guys here have a lot they gotta learn. As students, the girls always seem to pick up on it a bit quicker than the guys. I think they're just more willing to listen, and they have just less of an ego all around. Because we have a couple of girls here, one of which probably has some of the better attack position out of anybody. Well, how is it?
Not bad.
That's pretty good.
Over there is real sketchy.
Oh, you got coated forks too?
Huh?
You have coated forks too?
Yeah. Facing public.
Oh yeah. You have a coated shock?
Oh yeah.
Is my exact process on how I would go about doing a jump. What would we guess? It's probably 80 feet, if that, shorter. Takeoff has some ruts at the bottom. Do not worry about those ruts. Pick your chin up, look past them. The cool thing about straightaway ruts, and short ones especially, because those are only about 10 feet long, it doesn't matter where your tires go, as long as you're keeping your momentum up and looking past them. Your front tire could be in one here, and your back tire could be in 1/4 over. It's really not that important. My guess is my eye-up process, first time I jump it, I'm gonna go about 50% of the way, and then second time I'll just jump it. And if anything, I might aim to go, you know, a foot or two short, just so I don't launch it to the bottom by mistake. working some jumping drills with group 2. I don't think anybody here is gonna jump the whole distance of this thing, but that doesn't matter. Just working on the basics, being smooth off the jump face, and staying nice and neutral with the body. Okay, so on the Yamaha just then, when he almost killed himself, everything was good, except he jumped way too far to the flat for what he's capable of. And he's also not ready to jump the whole thing, so he'd have to dial it back a bit and not go that far because he doesn't know how to handle a landing quite that aggressive yet. He's only been riding for 3 months, he said. There we go. That I'm happy with. Tell you what, he's very good at listening to instruction. Yours, where you almost looped it, was your attempt of trying to jump the whole thing, but you were really nowhere close, but you went far enough to where it was dangerous.
Okay.
So then you dialed it back, and you were fine. Yours, that was an attempt to jump in the whole thing, or was that too? Was that an attempt?
I mean, I was trying to, but...
Okay, so kind of same thing.
Yeah.
It was like nowhere close. So make sure that if you, man, I would say that both of you guys aren't quite ready to go the whole distance on this thing. It takes quite a bit of commitment to go the whole way. And if that was your full commitment and you only went about 80% of the way, that's a sign we should probably just reel it back in.
Okay.
Because when you guys were only jumping 40-50%, which was the safe zone, both of you looked totally fine.
Okay.
So then find a jump that's maybe a little bit smaller where we can build our way up. This thing's no joke. I mean, the takeoff is like supercross pitch. It's so straight up and down. The landing's pretty steep, even though it's a tabletop. It's a little intimidating, I'll admit that. So the goal with this group is basically just consistent throttle all the way up the jump face and just to try to shoot nice and level to about, 40 or 50% distance. And I'm happy with that. Now when we get the group 1 guys over here, I'm pretty sure everybody in that group will be hitting this to the downside, some of which are very high level riders, so we'll be working on scrubbing and really hitting this with some aggression. Stand up! Stand up! The KTM, he's not standing until like the very top of the takeoff, so we got to get his butt off the seat a bit earlier, or way earlier. 61, 982, there's a handful of you guys that I'm very comfortable in saying that we can start properly scrubbing this thing. The goal would be to hit it as fast as your bikes can go in a nice tall gear and scrub it. Now, this isn't quite a big enough jump where we're doing a fancy scrub and holding it out there. It's just an effective, nice, quick movement. Get that bike vertical, land aggressive on the gas. What I don't want to work right now is whips. But I'd be okay with these guys scrubbing it a little bit. Now, if you scrub it effectively, it's not going to be crazy flashy. It's just going to be a quick twitch and get the bike upright. For 61 on the Super Mini, and then on the KTM 250F number 92, they're both girls. I think they're both slow. The only difference you notice in this group is just 100% commitment. That's all. a larger group class setting, this is one of the more advanced classes that I've had. Like, this is a pretty big jump. And we got a lot of people not only jumping it, but really attacking it, which is kind of cool to see.